Seduction, historically and currently, revolves around the art of persuasion, often with a focus on attracting someone romantically or sexually. Historically, it has been viewed with both fascination and suspicion, often entangled with social and legal contexts. Today, while still associated with attraction, seduction is also recognized as a broader skill in persuasion and influence. How are you, friends? I am Zar, educating and mirroring aspects and lifestyles from history for you. Watching my video means a lot to me. Keep me motivated with your subscriptions, sharing, liking, and commenting to explore more about human social history. Let us focus on our topic. Seduction is the art of enticing or persuading someone to make choices that fulfill the desires of the seducer. And while it is often associated with romantic or sexual contexts, it can also apply to various other scenarios, such as business negotiations or personal relationships. Even in the Bible, there were seducers. During the time of Jesus, the Sadducees were the political elite of Palestine. They were Jewish aristocrats, mostly from Jerusalem, wealthy, politically, socially, and religiously influential. The three pillars of seduction include creating emotional connection, generating physical attraction, and maintaining an air of mystery. According to Robert Greene, seduction begins with creating a sense of security. To that end, act like you're just interested in your target as a person and want to be friends. This way, they'll relax and let their guard down. Every seduction has two elements that you must analyze and understand. First, yourself and what is seductive about you, and second, your target and the actions that will penetrate their defenses and create surrender. It is called the second law of seduction. Strategies of seduction include conversation and sexual scripts, paralingual features, nonverbal communication, and short-term behavioral strategies. The word seduction stems from Latin and means literally leading astray. As a result, the term may have a negative connotation. Seduction was often portrayed as a dangerous game, capable of leading to social ruin or moral decay, particularly for women. As the threat of Rome grew, Cleopatra decided to align herself with them by utilizing the power of seduction. Through affairs with Roman generals Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, the supreme seductress was able to consolidate her power by captivating the hearts of the time's most powerful men. As Cleopatra was, according to historians, the queen of seduction. Unfortunately, when her dreams were fading, she didn't accept defeat and let the snake bite her to end her life. It is to say, the seduction queen didn't let down her ego and went into Death's Valley happily. Antonio Banderas fragrances, known for their daring vision of seduction, are a reflection of the actor's charismatic personality, natural elegance, and irresistible charm. He was called the King of Seduction. According to Greene, Casanova is historically considered the most successful seducer. He made himself irresistible to women by giving them what seemed missing in their lives. He used careful observation to determine a woman's needs and presented himself as the epitome of what she desired. Some women who were and are often considered to be icons of beauty in history, Nefertiti, an ancient Egyptian queen who lived during the 14th century BCE, Helen of Troy, Ava Gardner, Sophia Loren, Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor, Princess Diana, Audrey Hepburn, and so on. My top seductive female celebs of all time: Kate Beckinsale, actress Laura Herring, actress Mulholland Drive, 2001, Charlize Theron, producer Kumi Mizuno, actress Abira, Horror of the Deep, 1966, Rosalind Sanchez, actress Melinda Clark, actress Spawn, 1997, Keeley Hazel, actress Scarlett Johansson, actress, producer. In the modern world, men seduce men, and transgender individuals are the utmost choice of men and women. Naturally, since 2009, this trend has been rising as life is becoming more stressful, with choices attracting men and women of the same gender and exotic seduction. The rich are offered choice, and some are born by nature like that. Age plays a major role in it. Modern drugs make it pleasurable. The most attractive lifestyle keeps genders more fit and young. 18th century Venetian adventurer Giacomo Casanova, history's most famous seducer, talked his way into the beds of more than 200 women. Charming, brilliant, and devastatingly attractive, the compulsive womanizer claimed to like and understand his conquests. The most seductive words for a woman are siren, temptress, seducer, vamp, femme fatale, enchantress, charmer, sexpot. Freud's seduction theory, German Verführungstheorie, was a hypothesis posited in the mid-1990s by Sigmund Freud that he believed provided the solution to the problem of the origins of hysteria and obsessional neurosis. Sigmund Freud was called the father of seduction. The body language of female seduction is separate from men's body language. A female might lean in with her shoulder, bringing her upper body closer to yours. Sometimes she may tilt her head slightly as she leans in, creating a more intimate angle. The foundation of the psychology of seduction, according to Greene, is to understand that everyone is lacking something. When you can pinpoint what a person is lacking in their life, and therefore what they long for, you can use that to your advantage by filling that void for them. Unlike many forms of manipulation, in most cases, seduction has no malicious intentions. There will always be people we find more attractive than others. For example, we like people with whom we had a great first in-person meeting much better, and thus find them more attractive. In the past, seduction was sometimes criminalized, especially when it involved the exploitation of women. For example, in 1848 New York, seduction became a crime, according to Vox.com. Seduction was a crime in many states until the late 20th century, but it is no longer criminal unless the seduced person is underage, drugged, intoxicated, or otherwise unable to consent. Figures like Cleopatra, renowned for her seductive allure, appear in historical accounts and literature, showcasing seduction's power and potential. What is the doctrine of seducing spirits? Actually, the mission of seducing spirits is to take people from the truth into the false. In the minds of the seduced, the false is the truth. The false is what they enjoy. Telling that which is not true they delight in. Repeating falsehoods over and over until they believe the lies themselves, they are seduced. The best seduction techniques are: don't be a completely open book. Leave something to the imagination. You should not share everything about yourself with the other person. Mystery is always attractive. It makes people realize they don't know the whole you, and this secrecy will give off a seductive aura. Seduction is actually a powerful tool when used the right way. It's the art of getting what you want from someone without asking, and it can be used to get anything in life, including love, sex, money, or even something simple like an ice cream cone. Thank you for watching my video. Let us dig deep to know more about seduction. Seduction is here taken to mean the inducing of a previously virtuous woman to engage in unlawful sexual intercourse. Two cases are distinguishable. The seducer may have brought about the surrender of his victim's chastity, either with or without a promise of subsequent marriage. Perhaps this is the most important element in a seductive person, the ability to make us feel special and ultimately at ease. Someone who does not hold forth about her accomplishments, but modestly listens to ours. The natural seduces with an effortless charm that feels uncontrived, refreshing, and undeniably magnetic. This archetype captivates not through calculated gestures or mystery, but by embodying the purity of open, unfiltered emotion. Seduction is now understood as a tool for persuasion and influence in various contexts, including business and personal relationships, not just romantic or sexual attraction. Both manipulation and seduction are based on techniques to influence, shift power dynamics, and exploit human weaknesses. However, it always takes two people for seduction to work. Unlike many forms of manipulation, in most cases, seduction has no malicious intentions. There's a greater awareness of the potential for manipulation and the importance of ethical considerations in seduction techniques. Seduction is sometimes linked to the development of charm, confidence, and the ability to connect with others. By watching my content, it means a lot to me. Kindly keep me motivated with your subscriptions, sharing, and commenting. Historical narratives often centered on the dangers of seduction and its impact on women, while contemporary views broaden the concept to encompass various forms of persuasion and influence. Succubi and incubi are demons associated with seduction and sexual desires. These demons are believed to prey upon humans, often appearing in their dreams or under the guise of attractive individuals to seduce them and then slowly and steadily ruin their life. Modern perspectives tend to emphasize ethical considerations and responsible use of persuasive techniques, whereas historical narratives often highlighted manipulation and deception. The foundation of the psychology of seduction, according to Greene, is to understand that everyone is lacking something. When you can pinpoint what a person is lacking in their life, and therefore what they long for, you can use that to your advantage by filling that void for them. Laws and social norms surrounding seduction have evolved, reflecting changing attitudes towards sexuality and gender. The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene explores the psychology of attraction and provides a framework for understanding and mastering the art of seduction, which can be applied to romantic relationships, professional life, and even politics. It goes beyond mere physical attraction, delving into the emotional and psychological strategies used to influence and persuade others. The book identifies different seduction archetypes, each with their unique style and approach. These include the siren, the rake, the ideal lover, the dandy, the natural, the coquette, the charmer, the charismatic, and the star. It also outlines the characteristics of the anti-seducer, those who repel rather than attract. Furthermore, the book analyzes various types of targets, highlighting their desires, vulnerabilities, and motivations. The core of seduction, according to Greene, lies in understanding human psychology and desire, and using this knowledge to create a sense of connection, validation, and control. The book emphasizes indirectness, the power of mystery, and the importance of understanding the target's emotional landscape. It outlines a four-stage process: the awakening of desire, leading the target astray, deepening the emotional impact, and the final move. In essence, the art of seduction presents seduction as a powerful tool for influence, emphasizing that it's not just about physical attraction, but about understanding and playing on the psychological and emotional needs of others. It's a study of human behavior that can be applied to various aspects of life, not just romantic relationships. Thank you once again for being on my channel. If you find this content informative, your subscriptions, comments, sharing, and liking should be my reward. That will keep me motivated to explore more about social life and history and today. Take care of yourself and your well-wishers. Until the next video, bye-bye.